first quarter of the 1980 grand final between Collingwood and Richmond. And listen to that roar. Bounce of the ball favours Lee. Neither Moore nor Lee got an effective tap out. Wearmouth tackled very solidly. Over goes Wiley, and Robert Wiley will come out of it with the first free kick, it would appear, for Richmond. Comes towards the MCG members' side. Kick dropping a little bit short. Emmett Dunn and Kink in front and takes a good mark. And Kink would be within kicking distance too for him. If he gets onto this, he can kick. I would not at all be surprised if this guy registered first goal for Collingwood. Renee Kink, left half forward flank, in he comes. Off target, drifting well away, over the boundary line on the full, penalty free kick to Richmond.
Richmond done to take that free kick out there at half back. Kicks the ball across to centre field. Wood at the back, got the sit over Carlson, a beautiful mark. Quickly plays on and Richmond go into attack up towards Roach and McCormick, having a battle, both punching it away. And the umpire's found a free kick, it'll go to Roach against McCormick for interference. He said he hit him in the face. And we're at the 2.5-minute mark. He's only about 40 metres out from goal, if that, on a slight angle. Not a bad sort of a kick, but it veers off at the last moment and through for 1 point. So we're off to a great start. 1 point apiece.
Picked up down there in turn for Collingwood and driven further forward by Olsen. Heavy clash. Free kick going which way?
Carlson, Peter.
Lee Carlson, Collingwood winger, with the free kick and the 15-metre penalty. Carlson had his colours lowered by Turner last week, but a very good player on his day. Carlson, Emmett Dunn from behind, couldn't take that ground. Here's a chance for Lowe now, streaming into goals. Ian Lowe fires, wait for the goal umpire, one behind.
Well, there was a chance of a goal there because he could have run of this first quarter, the 1980 grand final, coming to you live through Channel 7 as the ball comes out there towards the half-back line on the members' side. The back is done, the ball pushed out there to Welsh, he's grabbed, he gets clear, that's his strength for you. Takes the ball away from that half-back line. Back it goes to Jess. Outmanoeuvred, pick and hold. Magpies grabbed him around the neck. It'll be a 15-metre penalty. There's a man loose down there. He's found him, Jess. It's a good pass, and Raitman's got the mark. He'll run to an open goal and fire. That's good. That is good. That's the first goal of the Tigers at the 5-minute mark.
And Magro was more concerned with what he was going to do with Jess than worry about his man. And we saw Dale Waitman race down the ground and make position, and good play by Jimmy Jess as we watch on replay as Waitman puts it through the centre.
There's Wearmouth trying to crash out of the pack. Finally it's Rain swooping on the ball beautifully as he shoots it across towards the centre of the ground. And Welsh cops on that time. He goes down. Renee Kink getting through the pack. The incredible Hops got it out to Barham. And the racehorse is trying to break clear. Back it goes, but towards Dacos. He's in trouble here as he gets a hand pass back to Magro. But the umpire says play on. A long kick up there towards Davis. Punched away again by the Richmond defence. But the umpire's found a free kick to Davis. And he's got a chance to score Collingwood's first goal. He's only about 3 or 4 metres out directly in front. Strawn infringed that time, the Richmond fullback. Davis shouldn't miss this one. And he hasn't. It's a goal. So Collingwood hit the front. 1 goal, 2, 8 points. To Richmond, 1 goal, 1, 7 points.
And taking another safe mark.
9 minutes gone and scores a dead level in this first quarter. The 1980 grand finals. We wait now for Francis Burke to get the ball out there towards that half-forward flank position. There's Cloak coming in, trying to judge the bounce, but couldn't pick it up. Finally picked up by Pickett. It's a bad kick, and Welsh takes an easy mark. It'll be a 15-metre penalty now. Welsh has got the mark out there at half-forward, about 50 metres out from goal. He's got the job of minding Ricky Barham. There's McCormick watching Roach very closely. Beautiful mark for Roach. Outmanoeuvred him completely.
Too tall, Lou.
A beautiful mark from behind that time. He's right on the edge of the kick-off mark, and a chance to score a goal here for Richmond. Could be a little bit suspect with that fire. The kick is okay. It's another goal to Richmond, so they go to 2 goals, 2-14 to Collingwood, 1 goal, 2, 8 points. And we're just on the 10-minute mark. And the ball is out of bounds right against the Collingwood point post, so the pressure now on the Richmond defence. 6 points the difference in favour of the Tigers. And they've been on top of the league ladder for most of the year. The Collingwood side are the underdogs at the moment. Knocked out by Olsen. Wearmouth on the boundary. Got one in the back. You'll get a free kick for sure. No doubt about that. Pushed him fair square in the back. And Wearmouth has a chance to score a goal, but it's a very difficult shot. It's advantage. He's on the right side for a right footer. That's what he's done, as Bobby Skilton advised. And he's put it right through the middle.
Wearmouth's first goal for Collingwood, their second. Mount contesting from the front, knocked down by Emmett Dunn, taken away by Ray Shaw. Roving well, the Collingwood skipper, he'll fire at the goals. Is it coming around? Hit the post! Hit the post. One behind to the Magpies, so...
Collingwood at the moment 2-3-15 to Richmond 2-2-14. 16 minutes gone of the first quarter. Lee got a knockout, but not a good one. It's finally pushed out to Bart. This looks dangerous on the boundary line. A goal coming up. It's a goal.
Henry does it again.
Beautiful goal, the Marvel. He's giving the victory sign as he runs past there with a fist in the air.
We watch again on replay and we find Kevin Morris nowhere near Kevin Bartlett.
It's about 60 metres out from their goal. They're in front by 5 points. Knocked out by Leeds, dominating those bounces or those ball-ups at the moment. Oh, beautiful play by Wood. Back it goes to Kane. A long shot for goal. It's not a bad sort of a kick either.
Goal.
It's a goal. So at the 20-minute mark, the Tigers now 4 goals, 3. Out towards Jimmy Jess, and jumping Jimmy gives a hand pass over now, and Strawn sends them back over their half-forward line. Punched away from Morris by Bartlett, again by Waitman. The team backing up. Oh, bounced the wrong way for Bartlett. Now Morris taps it out looking for Dacos. Dacos picks it up very stylishly. The ball over now to Shaw. The Collingwood skipper drives the ball back there looking for Wearmouth. Punched away by Malthouse. Back it goes to Jess. There's plenty of Tigers here at the moment. That's a hand pass back to Mount. He manoeuvres well and finally gets another hand pass. We see the ball driven back towards Richmond's half-forward line by Strawn. And they missed it by that time. Picked up by Wiley. A long shot up there towards Cloak, and Cloak's got it. They're looking pretty strong at the moment, Richmond.
He's too big and too strong for Ireland, Lou.
Well, and you could say the same down there for Roach against McCormack, because both these fellas have the ability to outmanoeuvre their smaller opponents. So there's a chance for a goal here. Let's see the shot. 1 point. So at the 22-minute mark.
Francis Burke now from fullback. One of the most experienced players in VFL ranks, and probably the oldest on the field without looking at the stats. Craig Stewart. Low. Couldn't take the ball. Getting out of it almost was Wood. Over towards Rawlings, but it was conceived as a throw by the umpire. And that will mean a free kick going Collingwood's way, plus a 15-metre penalty to be taken by Ray Shaw. And Shaw within kicking distance. Ray Shaw. Very important kick for the Magpies. In he comes. Wait for the goal umpire. Hit the post again. That's 2. 2 posters to Collingwood, so luck not on the side of the Magpies today.
Rawlings, a hand pass back to Range, in a bit of trouble, nearly holding the ball. It's knocked out to Rawlings again, spins out of the pack, and that's a bit of luck there as we see Kane get it over to Wood again. Richmond combining well, out the little Waitman on his own, and now he's got a chance to go for a run and drive this well up there towards Roach. Roach, that's Cloak down there with Ireland. He's got the mark, he's played on his side, he's missed it. Oh, golly, he should have gone back for a kick. Oh, what a chance, what an opportunity by Cloak wasted that time.
He's missed 2 from the same distance out, Lou.
Well, he could have gone back and easily made a certainty of that.
At the moment, Lou, as we watch on replay, we've got a great shot from our Clark mobile crane. And
we wait now for the ball to come back into play. Well, Cloak finally forced that down to Jess. He's doing a great job on Billy Pickens. We see Kane send the ball back looking for Roach again. He's got it.
What a great mark.
Well, I think they'll have to do something about that. He certainly got the drop on McKenzie. He's going for goal number 2 now. McCormack, I should say.
Over the top. Right now, he's lining them up.
And has put it through for another one to Richmond. And they take their total to 5-5-35, leading Collingwood 2-6-18. They look the better side so far, but there's a long way to go.
Magpies looking a bit tired to me. I don't know what you think, Bob.
I think they're not working hard enough, Lou, that's for sure. Renee King, for example, in the ruck is just waiting for the ball, ruck rover, waiting for the ball to come to him.
Strawn tries to get it to a teammate, eventually goes to Francis Burke, and Strawn gets it back again. Tries a short pass in towards the centre wing position. Jeff Rains is there. He's a speedy character, and there's no one within 10 metres. Tries a short pass up towards centre half forward. Not a well-directed one, but it does find Robert Wiley eventually, who fires at the goals. Wait for the goal umpire. That's a miraculous kick from Wiley. Full points. What a goal. Great goal from Robert Wiley.
Contrary to Richmond, Lou, Collingwood definitely lack height up on that forward line.
Well, I think they lack it down there on their back line at the moment with Cloak and Roach down there. There's the siren for the end of the first quarter, and it's certainly been Richmond's. and at quarter time in the 1980 Grand Final, which is coming to you live wherever you may be throughout Australia and let's say right throughout the world. Richmond are doing it well. 6 goals, 5-41 to Collingwood, 2 goals, 6-18.
On left of screen, Mark Lee on right of screen to contest the first bounce of the second quarter of the 1980 Grand Final as umpire Robinson bounces the ball. Magnificent bounce too, but it does favour Lee. Moore gets a slight advantage. Collingwood through Stewart. Jimmy Jess, who had some off games during the year, but then again, didn't everybody? He's certainly producing his best today, and he likes to kick the ball a long way. That's no exception. Roach behind, has the grab. No mark made by the umpire. Very strange. Roach certainly looking for it, and the Richmond crowd were too. But umpire Bill Daniel says no, sir, and that will necessitate a ball up in the goal square. You make up your own minds. Very, very close. He did seem to have 2 grabs on that for mine, and Morris will come out the grandstand side. Looking for Carlson. Wood's too tall. Brian Wood, a very experienced campaigner for Richmond, much too tall for Lee Carlson on that occasion. Yes, he's on top of Carlson at the moment. I'd agree with you there. Can't kick it as far as Jimmy Jess. Into the goal square. Cloak! What a mark! Oh, that would be close to mark of the day. We were questioning his match fitness before the game got underway. I think he's answered the questions. Well, let's see if he can make amends here. He's missed 2 from the same distance out at the other end of the first quarter. David Cloak, 12 metres out from goal. Let's see how that one is. That's 4 points. 1 goal to Richmond, and that's their 7th.
They've played very well, Malthouse, Burke, and they're combining well down there in that back pocket. Malthouse out there now, and we see a mark to Mount. Mount out there on the half-back line, decides to play on, kick the ball back there looking for Jess. This time it's Burnt at the back, couldn't hold the mark. Gets into a bit of trouble, a wild hand pass. There's Welsh crashing his way through the pack. He's pulled to the ground. Umpire called play on. Ball knocked out there from Waitman over to Rawlings. Back it goes now. A chance for Kane to have a shot for goal. That's good. That's goal number 2 to Kane. They're running one over the top of the Magpies. There's a box on at the moment.
How long will he go? I think he'll be back next year. I guess all Richmond supporters will be hoping that. Francis Burke wide towards the flank. Barron. It's about his first touch for the day too. Maybe his second. Barron tries a pass. Not too well directed towards Picken. Shaw eventually picks it up. Is he off target? Wait for the goal umpire. Now it's a goal. A badly needed one too for the Magpies. And that's Shaw's first goal. Malthouse, he's played very well today, so too is the whole Richmond side. But Malthouse and Jess, in my opinion, have certainly shone out with Mark Lee, who got a nudge out there and will get a free kick. And certainly taking the points off Peter Moore. That was the most vital duel of the whole match. Good long kick. Bartlett on his own. Oh, and the 15-metre penalty. Magro jumping right into him. And umpire Bill Dallal right on the spot. Good umpiring. Foolish tactics by Magro.
And about that, Peter. A bad mistake by Magro that time.
Also with the second goal at Magro's cost Collingwood, because Waitman got one before when Magro decided to rough up Jimmy Jess. And then Waitman broke away while Jess was worrying about the fight, while his opponent was. That's a goal. Bartlett has now kicked his second goal and Richmond go further ahead.
Ball back across over towards that half-forward line. McCormick in front, couldn't hold the mark. Wilno spins out of the pack pretty well. Gets a hurried kick back there towards Dacos. Dacos, oh, beautiful block. He's in trouble there. He goes for a hand pass. Olsen spins away nicely. Down he goes. It's a bad one. And this gives Smith the lead and he wants out. It goes to Bartlett. He's got it. And have a look at the latitude that Morris is giving him. Fair dinkum. He's giving him 14-yard start.
At least.
Unbelievable. Really get into his boots. And a chance for Bartlett's third goal from about 40 metres out. The shot. Not a bad sort of a kick for the little champ either. A goal. 15 and a half minutes gone and the Tigers looking $1 million.
Francis Burke to come around the member stand side. Lee in front of Byrne. Knock on by Carlson. Picked up well down there for the Magpies. Hit the post. Good shot by Davis. Just didn't quite make it. He's already kicked 1 goal. Would have been his second. So that's 3 posters to Collingwood, 2 to Shaw and 1 to Davis.
Playing a very effective game there in the ruck.
He's well on top of Moore at the moment. Mark Lee from centre half forward now. Kick not a good one. Got plenty of height, nothing else. Bartlett in front. And would have almost got a 15-metre penalty.
I know you felt that Morris would be the man given the job, Lou, but to me, he just is not quick enough to have any chance.
I wasn't in favour of him getting the job, but I heard it on the grapevine. He'd be minding him, and he certainly gives too much latitude for mine.
Well, Ray Byrne, I thought, would have got the job. Maybe he'll be switched there. Bartlett.
Better hurry up and do it, Pete.
35 metres out on an angle. That looks a pretty good shot from the veteran, and he's put it through for goal number 4 to Kevin Bartlett. And he's well on the way to breaking the record of number of goals kicked in the grand final, which is 7.
Ball comes out now to Shaw. He goes down. Out to Carson. A hand pass back here to Davis. A chance for Collingwood to go into attack. He decides to go for a bit of a run. A hand pass over to Billy Picken. He's going to straighten up and fire. And he's put it through for a goal. And a badly needed one by the Magpies. Kicks the ball back to centre field towards Rains. Rains couldn't hold that one down. It comes to Morris. But finally picked up by Shaw. He slips. It's a bad kick, but there's the siren for the end of the quarter. And at half-time, we see Richmond in a very good position for this 1980 grand final.
Prepares to bounce the ball. The 1980 grand final between Richmond and Collingwood. Mark Lee getting 2 hands to it. Peter Moore tries to knock it further afield. Intercepting was Brian Wood. Short towards the centre. Young couldn't take the mark, or just tried a fresh air shot that time. Not successful. Free kick going Collingwood's way.
Picked up by Stan Magro. A beautiful pass out there to Carson. Carson out there at half-back. Goes for a long kick up towards Rene King. Couldn't hold the mark. Knocked away by Smith. He stuck with him like a mustard plaster. Back to Kane. And the ball out towards Richmond's half-forward line. And a good mark taken there by Woolnough. He hasn't played a bad game since coming on the ground. I spoke too soon. Over to Ronnie Weirmouth. Ducked his head, lost the ball. This allows Welsh to chip in there. At centre half forward, go up there towards Cloak. He's got the mark. That was a bad hand pass by Woolnough that time and gave Richmond the break they needed. Shouldn't miss this one, David Cloak, and this will make it worse for Collingwood if he's successful. And that's what he is. So it's 12 goals for 11. 83 points, Richmond to Collingwood, 4 goals, 10-34. There's Cloak on screen. Knocked out by Lee again. Rawlings will go for a hand pass over to Wiley. Bounced right. He's running to an open goal and fires. This looks bad for Collingwood. It's through for another one. It's goal number 2 to Wiley. And the Tigers are bombarding the goals. They're 13-12. Ball comes down to the little Waitman. A quick hand pass out to Mulder. Ran into trouble but got it back to Waitman. They're backed up beautifully today, that defence down there for Richmond. And once again, it's Mervyn Kane. Well, you could pick plenty of good players for the Tigers, and there's a nice mark as he outmanoeuvred Byrne that time. Wiley to go clear and shoot the ball up there towards Cloak. Cloak's in the position, couldn't hold them up. There's another goal coming up to Cloak now. No worries about that. That's goal number 3 to Cloak, and the Tigers. Dacos got his hands but couldn't hold the mark. Knocked out by Strawn over there towards little Waitman. In goes Olsen. He can't pick it up. That's Kane coming up without the ball. Finally Olsen takes it away from the pack. Up there towards Davis. A chance to mark. Oh, good play by Francis Burke. Magnificent play by St Francis that time. What great play it was.
Davis had his name on that.
By golly, what a great bit of play by the old champ. Shaw goes for a pass out wide to Rene King. And the crowd start to give him the ironical cheers as he takes the mark. A hand pass coming over there to Woolnough on his own. Goes for a long kick, looking up there towards Billy Picken, and Mount going for Picken goes out. The umpire's going to pay the free kick. I think Billy Picken may have staged that one.
You think?
Could get the Oscar for it. Could be an Academy Award to Billy Picken.
We'll watch it on replay, Lou, and just see how we see it. I think Mount did touch him anyway, Peter.
Billy Picken coming in for the shot. And that's Billy Picken's first goal, and Collingwood, the second goal, I should say, and Collingwood go to 5 goals, 12-42.
Francis Burke at the 16-minute mark of the third quarter, putting ball back into play. Brian Wood, good grab. Wood at left half-back, and he has played a good game today, Brian Wood. Seldom puts in a bad performance. Looking for Cloak. Cloak takes the mark. Play on, says umpire Bill Della. Cloak does just that. The big fella gets into top gear and away he goes. A long shot at goal from the big Richmond forward. That looks a pretty good sort of a kick to me. Another one to the Tigers and they go further ahead. 4 goals to David Cloak.
Morris, but there we see Dunn in the front position, coming out of the pack as kick. He's grabbed, but he breaks clear. Hooks the ball back there looking for Barham. Oh, that might be Francis Burke's mark. I think he's going to give it to Barham.
Yep.
Well, Francis not too happy about that, but I reckon it was a bit of doubt, Bob.
I don't think so, Lou.
No, I don't.
We'll watch on replay anyway as Renee King puts a very educated kick, I'll term it. And now we'll have a close look as the video disc shows us.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I reckon Francis Burke nearly grabbed that mark. I'm not kidding on that. And Barnes put it through for Collingwood's 6th goal. By golly, I reckon that was pretty close.
He's hit the post, Lou.
He's hit the post. Well, I was watching that. He's hit the post. Golly.
No, I think it might have been Burke's mark. Just emphasises their no-nonsense brand of football, Peter.
Long torpedo punt by Francis Burke as the siren goes for three-quarter time. 15-17, 107 to the Tigers. Collingwood 5-18-48. Quarter is the 1980 VFL Grand Final. Richmond leading 107-48 as Mark Lee once again comes in to contest with Peter Moore to Terry Smith. Long kick by Smith down towards the half-forward line. Bartlett and Moore. Out it comes towards McCormack from Young. McCormack looking for a hand pass. It goes to Waitman. Back and turn the Jess. Running into an open goal. Another one to the Tigers. And Richmond going further ahead. That's his first goal. But he has been a good player for Richmond all day. To Collingwood 5-19-49. Lee. Big fist to the ball, looks for Bartlett. Has he found him? Doesn't bounce too well. Now it bounces up into his arms. Bartlett, unselfish to Rollins. Rollins fires at the goals, and that's another one for Richmond. Good play by Bartlett. Good play initially by Lee with that big punch, and that's his first goal.
My God, it's going to be very hard to pick 3 good Collingwood players, I'll tell you that now. Oh, look at Billy Picken jumping up before acceptance. Malthouse once again. A hand pass to Strawn. A long one over there to Wiley. He's away. Goes for a pass to Bartlett. He's got it. Bartlett at centre half forward. And I'll tell you what, this fellow hasn't been a bad percentage player either. Kick by Bartlett. It's a long one towards the goals. Cloak flying. He's got the mark. And Cloak's already kicked 4 goals. Going for goal number 5. And he should just about get this one. He's only about 2 or 3 metres out from goal. On a bit of an angle, but it shouldn't worry him at all. David Cloak coming in for goal number 5. And that's where it is, right through the middle.
Well, 5 goals to David Cloak, Lou, but he certainly could have had a lot more. From memory, he's missed at least 3 from the 10-metre square.
Kane goes down, but manages to get the ball backwards, but finally picked up by Carlson. A good pass out there to Stewart, but he slipped over. Finally, it's back there to little Tony Shaw, a short one. Punched away by Billy Picken, but backing up, there's Malthouse, goes straight into King. Here's a go now for Collingwood to score a goal as Wearmouth goes for a long hand pass to Moore. He can't miss this one for sure. And the crowd give the ironical cheers to Collingwood. 6 goals, 19 they are. Out of bounds, out there on that Collingwood half-forward line. 12 and a half minutes gone of the last quarter. Lee got the ball now, picked up by Francis Burke. The ball shot back there to Jess, and a good mark out there on the centre wing position. Richmond 128 points to Collingwood 57. Jess with a long kick looking there for Roach and Cloak. Oh, Bartlett again has a chance for a goal. Number 5, I think he's done it. Yes, he has the little chance. Noted about him. That's 5 goals to Bartlett. And that is 19 for the series. Not a bad sort of an effort.
5 goals to Bartlett and 5 to Cloak. They're the Richmond match winners up 4.
Well, you've got to give him credit. See, he swooped on that Bobby was waiting. Watch him go here now. Watch him go past. Magnificent piece of roving that. And of course, even though he was pushed over, still had enough balance to put it through for full points. There's a different shot. By golly.
Classic Bartlett, Lou.
That's
great
classic.
Wearmouth playing on, looking for the long hand pass. Tony Shaw's there. Welsh tackling well. Kink going through. Welsh is still there with him. Kink had to get rid of the ball in a hurry. Kane over to Lee. Great job from the big ruckman today. Close to best on the ground. Rains is at the right half forward now. Decides to go back and take his kick because Byrne was standing on the mark. He couldn't get away. Jeff Rains kicks the ball long as usual. Cloak the high flyer. Cloak has got 6 goals. Or has he got 5? He's got 5 goals and a chance to make it 6. Just on the 10-metre square. And that's the shot as David Cloak comes in for it. 10 metres out, almost into our camera lens. All clear, says the goal umpire, and Richmond go further ahead. 6 goals to David Cloak. Richmond well in command of proceedings here, and they'll be presented with the Premiership Cup very, very shortly. Rawlings tries to knock it on, not successful. Kevin Morris for Collingwood picks up the rebound. Half forward for the Magpies it comes. Picken tries to mark, not successful there. Shaw out towards Wearmouth. In comes Picken again. Short kick looking for Olsen. Monteith was there and has given away a free kick. Russell Olsen, 35 metres out, has a chance to register a Collingwood score, although Olsen has missed a couple from a similar distance out. Hasn't scored a goal. I don't know about that kick either. We'll wait for the goal umpire. It might be there. It is. So Olsen bringing up his first goal, a belated one for the Magpies. 18 minutes gone in the final term. Rains to Wiley. As the Tigers try and get it out of the centre. Back to Terry Smith. It comes from Rains. A long kick by Smith up towards Cloak again. Couldn't take it. Roach is there. Gives it to Bartlett. Bartlett 10 metres out, running in for another one to Richmond. And that is Bartlett's 6th goal. Can Bartlett level the record of goals in a grand final? Can David Cloak do it? They've got plenty of time because it's only 18 minutes gone.
And we're at the 19-minute mark as we watch this in replay. Bartlett going for his 6th goal. By golly, it'd be fitting, Bob, if he could get the record or even break it, because he's been a real champ, that guy.
That it would, Lou.
Kane with a hand pass to Mulder. That's the first mistake he's made all day. And finally the ball back there to Tony Shaw. Strong got one in the face from Shaw that time. A long kick down there towards Billy Picken. He takes the mark. A good mark to Picken. Came down pretty heavily that time, but he's well within kicking distance, only about 15 metres out from goal. And Picken's already kicked 2 goals.
Well, Picken's got a smile on his face. I don't know why.
Yes, I'll tell you what, they'll wipe it off his face when they all go in the dressing room after the match. The ball kicked up there by Billy Picken. It's through for full points. So Collingwood go to 8 goals, 21-69 to Richmond.
Lee, taken by Peter Moore, who's had one of the quietest days in memory for him. Low in front of Wood. And that's Kevin Morris. Vice captain to captain, Collingwood skipper Ray Shaw. He's on centre wing. Short passes downfield and Picken takes the mark. He's been the only effective forward they've really had all day, and he wasn't playing there all day. Starting at centre half back, of course. Oh, ups a daisy. Francis Burke got offloaded there. It didn't matter. Streaming forward, though, is Davis. He has a shot at goal and has put it through for a goal to Collingwood. 2 goals to Craig Davis, adding a little bit of respectability to the Collingwood total. 146 plays 77, and we are entering the time-on period. In fact, we're 26 minutes into the last quarter of the 1980 Grand Final.
Knocked out by Lee, grabbed by Moore. A long hand pass over there towards Shaw. Shaw's grabbed it, gets a hurried kick down there towards that centre half forward, just over the centre half forward position. But a good mark there to Smith. He's done a great job, this fella. Probably had the least number of kicks for the Richmond team, but he certainly stuck close to Kink, one of the Collingwood trumps, and kept him out of business all day. There's Freem coming on the ground. They're giving him all a run. They're out of it to Bartlett. Bartlett and Magro having a battle there, but it's Bartlett getting around Magro. Look at the little champ go. Coming around the boundary line, going for goal number 7. What's the result? It is. He's equal the record. You little beauty, Kevin. Well, there he is. The little champ himself. He holds it. He's equal the record of 7 goals in the grand final. A magnificent performance.
And what a goal it was, Lou.
Beautiful goal. And a fitting effort by Bartlett. You watch him go around the boundary, gets away from Magro on the line, sidesteps him and comes back, and around the boundary he goes, and watch him fire for the goal. What a beautiful shot.
Standing ovation by the crowd here at the MCG2 for that effort by Kevin Bartlett, and we'll see it from another angle. This gives you an idea how difficult it was. Great shot. Olsen for Collingwood. Mervyn Kane. Kane goes for a pass, looking out there for Monteith, who's made good position. There's no one near him. A short pass. Wiley will give it to Bartlett to break the record. No, he doesn't. Unselfish play, and he has put it through for another one to Richmond. Look at the smile on Robert Wiley's face. That's his 3rd goal.
Bartlett's equal the most number of goals in a grand final, kicking 7 today. Now here's the go for number 8. There he fires. By golly, he was close to breaking the record as he kicked the point there. And the crowd were on their feet because that's the only interest in this game at the moment.
They're booing him.
Good-natured hooting by the crowd.
That's right.
33 3/4 minutes gone in the final quarter. Malthouse now from full-back. Upfield, taken by Mervyn Kane. Long kick by Kane. There's the siren. Richmond have won their first premiership since 1974. Kevin Bartlett equalling the record of number of goals kicked in a grand final, and Tony Jewell, the Richmond coach, being congratulated by his team. Are the Richmond players happy? We'll check the final scores in the 1980 grand final. Richmond 23 goals, 21, 159 points, defeated Collingwood by the biggest ever margin in a grand final, 9-24-78.